Know that a piece of history, military history, lives right here in the Brew City? Cassandra McShepard paid a visit to the historic Milwaukee Soldiers Home to see how they are preserving the memory of the soldiers who once lived there.
Thanks to the Milwaukee Preservation Alliance and others, the Milwaukee Soldiers Home survived to offer housing and supportive services for our American veterans.
We had 2 million Union soldiers that needed care after the Civil War, and it was the responsibility of our government to take care of them.
The Milwaukee Soldiers Home is one of the 3 original soldiers' homes established in the 1860s.
People came from all over to Milwaukee, Wisconsin to receive care and to finish out the rest of their lives.
It's not an exaggeration to say that this is the most significant VA hospital anywhere in the country. It's one of the oldest, it's the most intact. This is a National Historic Landmark, and it was recently restored just last year as housing for veterans and their families at risk of homelessness.
One of the things that you do, that your organization does, is work to restore and keep the integrity of these structures.
The Milwaukee Preservation Alliance, we are a historic preservation advocacy and education organization throughout the city and the area, and we've been involved here at the Soldiers Home since 2010 when there was a partial roof collapse here at Old Main.
This is kind of a Exhibit A of preservation in action and why preservation matters. These buildings, especially Old Main here, were at serious risk of demolition. To think about not only taking away this from a historical perspective, but also this would have denied this project to happen, and this is serving real veterans today. And so it's not just preserving just for history's sake or architecture's sake, but it's providing a real need. And so that's when preservation is at its best, is when you can both keep the history, but then you can also give it a new use for the future that serves people today.
These grounds were established in service to veterans, and the work that we did with our partners to restore these buildings was always focused on ensuring that this place stays in service to veterans.
The Soldiers Home is such a special place. There's really nothing like it, and not only is it really just beautiful, but it's serving a very important purpose to care for veterans. And so the whole goal, since we got involved over 10 years ago, was to figure out how do we restore these buildings and put them back into the service of veterans, because that's what they were originally built for.